Today, I am going to talk about demonstrating the why, the what, and the how for demonstrating the value of your technical solution. Now, they're in the wrong order, but we're just going to go with it. I'm also in a kitchen in Portugal, but whatever. Okay, so firstly, why do you need to show the value of your technical solution? So, especially if you're a sort of Industry 4.0 emerging technology provider, it can be difficult because firstly, people might not understand what the hell you do, first of all. And so you need to be able to communicate that well and get the message across, especially if you are dealing with more legacy type businesses. And you also need to understand that actually there's a lot of competition out there. So I'm going to say something that's a bit controversial right now, but I believe it to be true. So here it is. Your solution is probably not as unique as you think it is. And so you need to be able to demonstrate how good your solution is over that of your competitors. They are out there, whether you think they are or not, they are. Okay, so that's the why, right? The what does it mean to show value? Okay, so a lot of the conversations that I have with people around this are, they just want to, business leaders just want to know that they are getting something for a good price. But actually, it's much bigger than that, because what you need to consider is your solution a good fit for their business? Is this actually going to give them the outcomes that they want and they desire in the future? And it really is about that. So the how comes down to, what are the outcomes that this business will see from implementing your technology solution? And so how do you demonstrate that? Okay, well, the first thing you need to do is you need to put your customer in their shoes in the future with your technical solution. So it's called future pacing. So what does their world look like when your solution is in it? Some things to consider there are putting in statements or using language such as, imagine if XYZ future with your solution in it. Imagine what life would be like when you didn't have X problem, right? And you're thinking about all the solutions, all the problems that your solution is solving, and then you want to take your potential customer on a journey with you, okay? So how much better will their life be once they have the solution that you are providing in their lives? Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two is really thinking about, okay, so what is the financial business case to support this? Okay, so it's all good and well selling a great solution and selling this, utopian future, but does this commercially or financially make sense to their business? Okay, so you need to be thinking about that. So what are the benefits financially that this solution will bring? And I will do some subsequent videos on how you get to that point, because that is something that I see a lot of people struggling with as well, and it needs a little bit more love in that area to help people. Okay, and then also just to make sure that we're covering it all here, make sure that you fully understand the problem that your customer is solving. Don't assume. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things that I see people making mistakes with. It is they assume they know what the problems are of their customers, and 9 times out of 10 they don't. So figure out what they are first, okay? And one of the ways that I like to do this is through the use of design-led thinking workshop methods. Again, I will do a subsequent video on this to get you started, but it really is crucial. If you don't have that point in place, the rest of it is redundant, okay? So you need to start with these steps. So understand the problem, first of all. Put your client in the shoes of themselves, future pace them, and let them understand what their future will look like with your solution in it, and use the relevant language around that. And then step 3 is build that clear financial business case to support what you're selling. Okay, so if you want to know a little bit more about this, I have created a free mini course for you. Go ahead, check that out, start there. And I will follow up with some other videos around design-led thinking methods to help you understand customer problems and also better ways to start defining a business case for your technical solution.